Hey guys, welcome to my stay-at-home workout. This is day 6 of 6, so that means it is core day. So we'll need very little equipment for today. I would definitely recommend a mat, however, or a towel, or maybe you're working out on carpet, something nice and soft. And I am going to incorporate this 10-pound ball as a weight, just a little bit, just for one exercise. If you don't have a weight to work with, that's actually totally fine. Or if you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell, that's going to be great too. Okay, so core day. Normally I fill core day with all kinds of plank variations because that's sort of my favorite stuff to do. Won't be doing that today just because I got a little bit of a shoulder soreness issue going on, and I don't bring that up to complain, but just to sort of make a point that if you are experiencing something that feels like a little bit weird and you don't really know what it is, it may be an injury, may not, definitely best to back off on that muscle group or body part for a little while. So I'm going to be doing a core routine today that doesn't involve putting any direct pressure on the shoulders, okay? And all right, so 7 exercises we're going to hit today. Going to do a little bit of like core bracing warm up, even though it's all core today. Going to start with some Russian twists, and going to pair that up with a little bit of dead bug with a 90-degree march. After that, we're going to get into some lower ab work. So we're going to have our legs in the air for quite a while. Going to be doing some leg raises with scissor kicks and flutter kicks. And then going to finish things off with some ankle touches and some in and outs. So it's going to be nice and simple. If you've seen me do some of these workouts before, should be some familiar moves for you. What we're going to do, instead of like, because we don't have quite the amount of exercise we can do, because I don't want to be on the shoulders today, just going to increase volume on some of those exercises, and that's going to make for a fairly intense workout. Okay, so first little pairing here is going to be that Russian twist with the dead bug. So the Russian twist, this is what I'm going to use the weight for actually. I'm going to be up sort of just on your butt there, almost on the tailbone. I'm going to keep the core nice and tight. I'm going to keep the heels up. If this is your first time, you can totally do it heels down, and I would recommend it for your first try. If you have a weight, great, you're going to hold it right here. If not, you can just grab your fists and sort of make a weight with your fists like that. You just clasp them together, okay? And what you're going to do here, the twist part is there. So I'm twisting at the trunk to the point where my chest and shoulders are actually pointing in that direction that I'm twisting. That's not a reach, right? I'm actually twisting at the trunk. So we're going to do that for, you can either count 10 per side or just count right up to 20. All right, heels up, heels down, whatever you want to do. If you got the heels up, you're going to try to keep your heels from shaking back and forth too much. All right, core super tight the whole time, of course. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're gonna mix this one up with the dead bug, but this dead bug is going to be a little bit more difficult than the traditional dead bug. I'm going to incorporate a 90-degree march with the legs, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So you're going to have the arms straight up in the air. You're going to have your legs bent as with the normal dead bug. From here, of course, you're going to extend the opposite arm and opposite leg at the same time, like so. But instead of reaching straight out with that leg, I'm just tapping that heel to the floor, keeping that 90-degree bend in the leg. Meanwhile, I got big, nice bracing breath into this area here, 360 degrees around the spine. I want to keep my lower back ribs glued to the ground. My shoulder blades are also going to stay on the ground, so I'm not reaching up too high, okay? So from here, we're going to do 10 per side. Nice and control, that's 1. That's 2. Keeping the core super tight the entire time. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Oh, that's 10. All right, we're going to do one more of each of those. So your Russian twist and then your dead bugs with the 90-degree march. Okay, so Russian twist, if you tried heels down the first time and it was easy or at least doable and you felt like you had a little bit more in the tank, try heels up this time, okay? And if you're good with heels down, you can just stick with heels down. That's all good too. All right, so super tight, and we're twisting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And right back into that dead bug. All right, so big bracing breath, sticking those lower back ribs to the ground, shoulder blades back, and that little march right there. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. If you need to reset your breath, do so. It's 4. Should be breathing normally throughout. It's 5, but sometimes that causes you to lose a little bit of tension in the lower back. That's 6. And you really want to keep those ribs stuck to the ground. That's 7, so sometimes it's helpful to take another big bracing breath. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, little breather there. That was just our sort of bracing warm-up, okay? So next we're going to hit those leg raise and the leg raise variations. So we're going to do 10 leg raises straight up. Then we're going to hit 10 flutter kicks, and then we're going to hit 10 scissor kicks. So legs are going to be in the air the entire time. It's going to be a lot of work for the lower abs, okay? So we'll take a little bit of a breather before we get into that stuff. We're going to do 3 sets of that total. Okay, so for leg raises, they are what they sound like, but in case you have not done them or seen them before, the best way is you just kind of sit on your hands. All right, so you got your hands kind of underneath your butt. I like to keep mine like kind of high up towards the tailbone. You want to elevate the butt a little bit, which is hopefully going to help balance out any arch you might have in the lumbar spine. So you want to keep the lower back ribs stuck to the ground on this one too. It's pretty tough to do that because as you're, of course, bringing that heavy weight of your legs up into the air, the back is going to want to come up a little bit. The trick here is to think ribs down and really press that core down into the ground the whole time. If you find that doing a full range of motion on the leg raise is bothering your lower back, I would just reduce the range of motion. So maybe don't go so high up or don't go so low down. Just make that a shorter range of motion, okay? Until you get to a point where your core is strong enough that your lower back is not trying to compensate. Okay, so basically the leg raise, you're going to point your toes, keep nice tight right through the legs, and you're just raising, just if you can, up to like a 90 degree there. That's fantastic. You're going to do 10 of those, and then I'm just going to show you all 3 of these things. The other one, the second one I should say, is going to be the flutter kicks. So flutter kicks can be nice and tight. It's basically a quick up and down kind of thing, right like that, just like there, right? So the legs are moving independently of one another. I'm actually going to turn slightly. And then scissor kicks is a very similar thing, except they're passing over top of one another, going out sideways like scissors. You notice I'm switching the top leg every time. So I go, that's 1. So every complete, cycle is 1. Okay, same thing for the flutters. So we're going to do 10 leg raises, 10 flutters, 10 scissors. Okay, we're going to keep the legs up the entire time. Big bracing breath to start. Point those toes up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice my neck is relaxed, my head's just lying on the ground. That was 9. That's 10. Now we're going to do 10 flutters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 scissors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. So we're going to do 2 more of those. We're going to take a little break here, 20 or 30 seconds, and we're going to hit that one again. So if it is uncomfortable in the lower back, once again, just going to remind you, reduce that range of motion. You notice I'm going like heels pretty close to the ground, and then I'm going basically 90 degree at the top. If you can achieve that range of motion and you're feeling it in the lower abdominals, that's great. That's what you want, but that's not necessarily going to happen right away if you're new to the exercise or if you haven't done a lot of that kind of core work before. So don't push it if it's not there. You know what I mean? Just like with my shoulders today, like I'm not going to tempt fate and push that by putting any pressure on that area, right? You got to back off when you're feeling pain. Okay, let's point those toes. We're going to go for 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 flutters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 scissors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, little breather. And I guess it goes without saying, but if you're finding it hard to keep your legs up throughout that whole superset, feel free to take a little bit of a break in between each of the 3 movements. And if you're watching this on YouTube later, it's a lot easier to do that. Of course, you can just pause it and start it again. If you're watching on Instagram Live, I just like to slow down during these breaks and sort of give you a chance to catch up in case that's what you're doing. So another about a 20-second rest here, and then we'll do one more of those. Once again, just make sure that you're not cranking the neck and keeping your head up the whole time. For some reason, it's just like really tempting to do that and watch your legs as they go up and down. You really want to relax the neck here. You don't want to be up like this. It's just not a comfortable or very healthy position for the top of your spine. Okay? Okay, I'm going to take a big bracing breath. We're going to point those toes. We're thinking lower back ribs stuck to the ground, okay? I'm going to go 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 flutters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 scissors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. That was a tough set. Good work. Little breather here. I'll explain what the final little circuit is going to be. And it will be a little circuit. It's not going to be too complicated. Just 2 moves. 1, the ankle touches, which is kind of a little bit of a boxing drill. I love to throw it in. It's basically a crunch and a reach, which kind of makes sense with boxing because you're always reaching, of course, and core strength is imperative in that sport. And we're going to pair that one up with in and outs, which is just a deadly little core killer. That's why I save it for the end. So we're going to do 3 sets of this stuff. Ankle touches is going to be for 20, but it's really 10 per side. And then in and outs is going to be for 10. Okay, I'm going to just pair those 2 together. So I'll show you them first. Ankle touches. Our legs are going to be in the air once again. Once you get them up, they're just going to stay up. All right, so they point straight up. Got my hands up here around my face, and then I'm reaching to the outside of the opposite ankle with a little bit of a crunch every time. So it's a crunch, and then my shoulder blade, my shoulder extends basically. My shoulder blade protracts forward, and I reach to tap the outside of the opposite ankle. So there's obviously a crunch there. There's also a little bit of a diagonal kind of crunch going on too, right? And then what we're going to mix that up with, we're going to go right into in and out. So this is the out part of an in and out, and that's the in part. So you're coming in and you're sort of hugging your knees. You're not actually going to hug your knees because that would arrest your movement. You want to get out nice and wide, nice and long like that, and then you're going to come in, okay? And the trick is you're only on your butt the whole time, basically on almost your tailbone. It's not quite comfortably right on your tailbone, but essentially your back's not touching the ground. Your legs are not meant to touch the ground either. So we're staying up for 10 there after those 20 ankle touches. Okay? And yeah, we're going to do that 3 times. That's it. A little bit of a break in between, of course. And if you need to break up the movements themselves, feel free to pace yourself as you see fit. Okay? All right. So I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but it's important to take that first big bracing breath and stick those lower back ribs to the ground. We're not looking for an arch in the lumbar spine on any of this stuff. Like, we want to be flat, 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 flat to the ground. Okay? Get those legs up, hands up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, in and out. We'll start out and come in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, a little bit of a breather there. I need one for sure. We'll take about 20 more seconds here. Then we're going to hit that exact same thing. You may have noticed I did a sort of course correction adjustment about 3 crunches into those ankle touches. I was kind of cranking my neck forward and sort of tensing my neck independently of my core. So I want to make sure when I crunch that my spine is still in a line. I don't want to be crunching like this. You know, that's just unnecessary tension in the neck and it's not actually helping me. I want to make sure that these upper abdominals as I crunch are actually lifting the weight of my neck, and it's not my neck muscles lifting my neck. This is not a neck exercise. Okay, so a little adjustment I made in case you didn't notice, just wanted to make that clear to you and something for you to remember. All right, let's get those legs up in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, in and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, folks, we just got one more round of that. A little bit of a breather here. At my old gym, they used to call the in and outs the Spenny Special. And it was not because I was good at them. Okay, about 10 seconds, and we'll go for the final round. All right, best of luck. 20 ankle touches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, last 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, that one almost got me. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, joining in, all that stuff. If you're watching on YouTube later, please like and subscribe for more. I'm going to be back next week, starting Tuesday. Tuesday's my day 1. Tomorrow is my day off, because 6 days in a row is, I think, enough working out for anybody. So, yeah, chill out, foam roll, cool down, get your protein, and I will see you soon. Take care.